I talked to Mike Sartain, and Mike Sartain would the one debate that he and I lock horns with all the time is, can men and women be friends? And there's at least 2 chapters in that book about intrasexual friendships and intersexual friendships. And I still think that I'm right about that. But
so what's your position?
Well, I don't think that men and women can be friends. But I would say they can be friends in the same way that men and men are friends and women are friends. So when we look at friendship between men and women in today, in the 21st century, in like a gynocentric world, I think there's this prevailing atmosphere, this idea, like sort of this subroutine going on in our heads, that there's a difference between men and women, and that the guy who is trying to be friendly with the girl is basically just trying to get in her pants, right? Anytime he's being nice, he's just offering dick, right? And women don't know this, or that there's some sort of pretense that men and women have to be exactly the same, because they can't be different if they're going to have an equal and a co-equal friendship like they would similarly with their girlfriends or with their guy friends. So I point out in the book, and I've made this pretty clear in the book, but the thing I would probably revise a little bit is, I would say that men and women can be friends, but they cannot be friends in the same way that men and men are friends and women are friends. Because what happens is, when a guy and a woman are pretending to be friends, or would, like, say, hey, we're going to go hang out and do stuff, or we have sort of this platonic friendship, the premise or the sort of subtext to all of that is the guy just wants to get in her pants, right? He's in the friend zone. He's trying to figure out how to get out of the friend zone. And as soon as he proves his quality and proves himself as being such a reliable, good, dependable guy, then she'll suddenly go, oh, you're the one after all, and I really want to have sex with you right now. There's that. But what I was saying is that when women and women communicate and they're friends, when women relate with other women as friends, there's a whole different dynamic going on there than it is when guys are friends and they're hanging out and doing what guys do as friends, right? So our concept of friendship is really, it follows the template of what my friendship is with another guy. For women, it's what her friendship is with another woman. Now, you bring a man and a woman together, whose concept of friendship precedes the other one. So if you've got the guy, am I going to treat her like a guy? Well, you probably can't, because she's a woman, and there's this sort of like pretense anyways, that you have to like tolerate a whole lot more from a woman than you would from your guy friend. So women can get away with all kinds of stuff in a male-female friendship that they would probably beat the shit out of their best friend about. They would never tolerate with their best friend, and vice versa, like for women as well. So I don't think that men and women can be friends in the same way that men and men are friends and women are friends, because
so the man has to shed his nature and the woman has to shed her nature
in a gynocentric social order. Yes.
Yep. But so we've not been trained for that eventuality.
Well, I don't even about trained. It's so much we've been conditioned over the course of our childhoods to where we're at right now. I think we want to believe we should be able to be like great, wonderful friends with each other. But the fact of the matter is, there's always the sexual thing between guys. And then there's this: whenever a woman is friends with her girlfriend, like the female friends, there's a way that women communicate with each other. If the man who is the friend in the female male thing starts talking and starts putting up with and starts trying to relate to that woman as another female friend, then she sees him as just another chick. And so there's never any like back and forth between the two of them, because her subconscious says, he's communicating to me like one of my girlfriends. And so therefore her hindbrain registers, this is not a man, this is a girl. So I'm going to relate and be a friend with him as I would be with my other girlfriends. So there's always the onus of whose friendship concept is going to be the one that like is the preeminent one. It almost always defaults to the woman, because if it wasn't, then the woman would probably want to fuck the guy in the first place. But what happens, I've said this before, is that women have boyfriends and girlfriends. If you're not fucking her, you're her girlfriend. And people lose their minds when I say something like that, because they think it's some stupid red pill catchphrase. But the reason why I say that That's a maxim, by the way. It's a red pill maxim. Women have boyfriends and girlfriends. If you're not fucking her, you are her girlfriend. Because what happens is guys will tend to fade over into communicating with that woman like one of her girlfriends. When that happens, especially if you're in the friend zone, then you just become one of the girlfriends that she goes and she hangs out with and does her nails with and, like, you know, does whatever that is that women do with their other friends. Only you just happen to have a penis and she's seeing you as a girlfriend because you're communicating with her as one of her female friends would communicate with her.
What if you're married to her and there's no sex?
If you're married to her and there's no sex, then you need to get out of that relationship. You mean as a friendship in a marriage, or you mean like a sexless marriage just in general? Are we switching
the
topics?
dynamic is the same thing, right?
No,
a man and a woman in the same place and they're not fucking. Then what are they doing?
Well, that's another thing I get run up the flagpole for quite a bit is I will say that, you know, sex is the glue that holds a relationship together.
Yeah.
If you do not, okay, I usually put it like this. I have, like, you're my friend, my brother. I love my brother. I love my friends. I love my dog. I love my daughter. I love my wife. But I only fuck my wife of all those people. Okay. What defines my relationship with my wife is the fact that I have sex with my wife. That's the glue that holds that together.